Hi everyone, this is Liz from Creative Life of Liz, and I am here to share my October book Bujo setup. This is in my Artist Loft dot grid notebook. You'll see the link down below. I never remember what it's called. But before we talk about the October setup, I do want to show you kind of where I'm at for the year. So the cover page did not change. This page did not change. I am currently on Wednesday, September 25th. So I still have 6 days, well, like 5.5. So I'm going to be filling that in. This month reading has been pretty high still. I was kind of trying to take a more chill month. So a little bit it has been, but still a good amount of reading. I am keeping up on my goals. I made no progress this month on our fantasy bingo, but I only have the one left. I did read a September book for the Buzzword Challenge, and then this has been done for ages. I don't think I really made any progress over here either. I think I have 9 prompts left on the Pop Sugar Challenge, so I'm hopefully going to do 3 of those a month for the rest of the year and get this finished out. Romanceopoly, I think I finished 5 prompts here, so I think I have 4 left to go, so hopefully that'll be done in October. I am keeping up with the adventures in Aldea. I should cross off right here. Back to Aurelium. Wow, this yellow is like really dying. I also knocked you, so I'm sorry about that. Okay, there we go. But keeping up with that, I will be doing either a pole vote or house as a setting over here. I don't know. We're going to see. I'm probably going to go with this set because I think I like the overall prompts better, but we'll see how it goes. Sorry if you can hear my cat in the background. They're being a little crazy. All right, moving on. Let's look at my August stats. So first off, in August, my favorite book was Don't Want You Like a Best Friend by Emma R. Alban. This was a sapphic historical romance. It was kind of a Parent Trap retelling. I thought that was really fun, creative, made me laugh. I really enjoyed it. Another one I really enjoyed was The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy by Megan Bannon. This was not quite a 5-star read for me, but I did enjoy the epistolary aspects of it. I liked that she was an undertaker. He like hunted what are essentially zombies kind of situation. I thought that that was really fun. It did have kind of like a You've Got Mail vibes because I had a vibe going in August of, you know, movies that I watched growing up that kind of had a vibe. So I enjoyed that. My biggest disappointment was Heat of the Everflame by Pencole. I actually ended up DNFing this book about 100 pages in because I just could not read 900 more pages of DM being really dumb. So I just gave up. Book recommendations of the month. Obviously, I already talked about those first 2. Dinosaurs at the Dinner Party by Edward Dolnick was really fun. It was about how dinosaurs were discovered and kind of the chaos they created in Victorian, I believe, England. Next of Kin by Hannah Bottom Young. That was a very heartwarming and emotional romance read. And Olatsue by Darcy Little Badger. I didn't feel like the character read like she was 17, but if you ignore that part and just treat it like a late middle grade, early YA kind of book, I thought that the actual story was super beautiful and very interesting to read. When you look at my stats overall, I read 34 books, about 12,000 pages, that one DNF of Heat of the Everflame. Quite a range here in terms of ratings, with definitely 3 stars being the most popular. That's pretty standard for me. 3 stars is like, I enjoyed the book, but I'm not going to remember it. So I end up reading that a lot. Half were new, half were known authors, so that was pretty good. Voices was more than half. I wrote that wrong, and rather than whiting it out, I just wrote it like this because, you know, chaos, I guess. Book stats, about 3/4 romance, makes sense. They're quick, fun, summary kinds of reads. About half of that was contemporary romance. Most of them were ebooks. Again, that makes sense because I have Kindle Unlimited. And then most were new releases. Again, makes sense. I tend to read the newer Kindle Unlimited books. Moving into September, this is what the spread is looking like. I really like this cover page. It's one of my favorite cover pages of the month, of the year, I think. It's just very, I I don't know. I like that it's clean, but still interesting. I did read the 5 Romanceopoly books. I just have this one priority read, which I have not read and I probably won't read this month. Just, I don't know, not feeling it, I guess. Moving over here, this was my magical readathon page. I didn't really fill this in before the month started, but as I started doing some prompts, I ended up deciding to pursue the Dreamwalker calling. So I finished out those prompts and filled that stuff in here. And then I started in on the other prompts I fulfilled before I just gave up eventually. And then I have a couple here at the bottom that I didn't fill in what I read, but it is in this stuff. Looking at the individual books that I've been reading, overall, a pretty decent month, I think. A lot of 3s, 3.5s, a few 4s, stuff like that. Fewer, for sure, than in previous months. I'm going to leave both these pages for additional books. I don't think I'm going to need both of them, so I might try to squish this content into a single page. Sorry for my cats being chaotic. I might try to squish this into a single page and just save myself a page. I'm starting to get very nervous about how few pages are left for 3 months of the year. What I did before when this happened is I actually ended up just cutting the page out and then using some washi to tape it in. So I might end up doing the same thing if that happens again, but we're just gonna leave the pages just in case. So I'm gonna leave these 2 for additional books, these 2 for that kind of summary stuff, these 2 for the statistics, and then we're gonna start October right here. So for October, the main washies I have are these 2 that are from a Totoro collection on jet pens. This one is orange with like the tiny white Totoros and occasionally another Totoro being an owl mixed in. And then this one is like the black soot sprites. So I think those are super cute. And then I do have this vertical heart washi from Michaels that I've had for like 100 years. I mean, you can tell it's not even white anymore. I just have a couple things I might need to paste in, so I'm going to use that. And then I have an I Buy on fine liner in this kind of pumpkin-y orange color, and I have the gray mild liner. And I think that's it. I have no idea how I'm going to make this page setup all work, but we're going to figure it out. So I am just going to get started on all this setup, and hopefully I can create something that looks different than some of these previous months. We're going to see how that goes. But I'm going to do that, and then I will be back to show you whatever I came up with. Okay, so I have now done the setup. So basically I just did a couple strips of washi, and then I made a kind of ugly pumpkin, which I drew badly the first time, so now there's white out, but it's fine. And then wrote October. I think that part actually turned out kind of cute. I should have planned better, but I still think it turned out kind of cute. Over here, October Romanceopoly. These are the 4 remaining prompts, so I should be able to hopefully just get rid of them. Let me know if you have a circus-themed romance that I should read. I'd love to hear about that. And then October priority reads. These are a few arcs that I have either coming out in October or early November. So I put those down. And then over here, there's 2 month-long readathons I'm going to participate in. I'm only doing the like casual ones because that's just where I'm at in my reading right now. So the first is the TBR Harvest hosted by Leandra at the TBR 0, which I'm doing the Escape the Haunted Hotel option right here. And then the second one is Spookoplathon hosted by Becca in the Books here. So I printed off small versions of the kind of like game boards for both of these. And then I just used the skinny washi to attach it as like a little flip here. So I didn't put anything on the harvest here because there's like a route to follow there. I might end up trying to explore every room. I haven't decided yet my strategy as far as that goes. But I did want to kind of print that out, and then I will just fill in whatever strategy I'm using as we go. I do know I have to start in the attic, but we'll figure it out. Anyway, on this side, I did 5 rolls, plus I had a double, so 6 rolls here. So I filled all of that in. But I did put it in here just in case I decide to do a couple more rolls and add that later in the month. We'll see how that goes. And then I put a little strip of washi here just because this board is square and this one is obviously not. But I think it turned out cute, and then I'll start putting my reeds here. And that's all I have for this month. So as always, please like and subscribe below if you haven't already. I really appreciate it. It helps me out. Let me know what you're excited to read in October, what you think I should read in October, especially if you have recommendations for The Office. That one is rough for me for whatever reason. And then let me know what readathons you're participating in. I would love to hear about that as well. And then follow me on Instagram at Creative Life of Liz. I show in progress and finished spreads of all my planners, as well as bits and pieces of my life, what I'm reading, all that good stuff. And until next time, bye.